you still sense that excitement that you're playing for something here in November?
Yeah, definitely. Throughout my entire time in college, it's you find out what teams are made of in November. That's the base thing, and yeah, I mean we're excited to have a big win like we did, and having an opportunity to go do something special here.
You're not a guy for speeches, probably, from what we've gathered. But I mean, is there a point when you say, because you've been through this before and you've got all this experience, you talk to offense or something?
Yeah, I mean,
about the urgency.
Yeah, you talk to them and you talk to them on the field. A lot of stuff that you guys may not see when you're talking to guys. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to be the biggest rah-rah guy, in my opinion. And some guys are really good at that. I'm more of a, let me talk to a few guys, get them right, understand what they're needing at that moment, and try to help them as best I can.
More of that now, though, than you were doing in September?
Yeah, I think, when you're in the fight with the guys, it's a lot easier to just say things that you need to say, as opposed to still being the quote-unquote new guy.
I asked you about deep balls. For most of the season, it seemed like they started clicking last week. What was the difference, or how did you guys start having success?
Yeah, I think once you start seeing them getting caught, I think that's a big confidence booster for myself and our receivers. Just seeing the ball go in the hands on the game field is different than practice.
So you're more likely to throw them once the requirement just letting it loose once one gets caught, is it?
Yeah, assuming we're getting the looks that we want. We're not going to get reckless with the ball. That's never anything we want to do. But yeah, give our guys chances when they present themselves.
Was there a point in that game, Jake, was there a point in that game after any particular throw or thing where you said to yourself, like, I've got it right now. I've kind of got my fastball here and we're moving. Did you feel any kind of
you try to feel that every game. To be honest, you kind of have that confidence that you need to have to make all the throws you need to. But yeah, I can't really pinpoint. Just I knew we were rolling through the passing game, which was always a good thing to have.
Did it feel like just any other game then?
I mean, we were throwing the ball pretty well. We had some big plays. We had Ju deep on a dig, which was huge. And, he did the rest. So, yeah, whenever you can do things like that, you might say it's a little different, a little special. But, we got to try to recreate that as best we can.
He was talking yesterday about learning how to track a deep ball better and moving his eyes differently and that type of. How often did you guys work on that together over the past couple of weeks or months?
Yeah, I mean, you work on it with trying not to, burn the legs. And all the quarterbacks work on it too. We got a lot of guys who, unfortunately, you guys don't know their names, but they're helping with that too. Just, hey, give Ju 20 balls just over your shoulder. And those guys are really helping a lot too. So I think it's, that full team effort that needs to be acknowledged.
Have you played in Happy Valley before?
Yeah, I've been to Happy Valley, been on the field, have not played.
Okay.
So I know it's a great environment. And I got family from Pennsylvania, so they always tell me that, yeah, it's best stadium ever. So, I'll be excited for that.
Are the descriptions of you accurate? The dad thing and being serious?
Sure.
Are they?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it almost makes it sound like you just go home and study all day. Is that?
I mean, sometimes I'll put the TV on, but look at the news. I'm kidding. I don't know. No, that was just a nickname I got pretty quick. Don't really know how it developed. I think it was more because I was older than everybody. I had graduated. Yeah, there's so many other people you could ask, and they could answer that better.
Well, Graham did talk about it yesterday. He said you're not one of the other quarterbacks.
I'm a little different.
Mean girl. They backstab.
I heard that. I don't know.
So you don't take part in
Yeah,
it.
the other quarterbacks, since they're the originators of the nickname, would probably answer that a lot better than I could. We'll have to try to sneak one of them in here one time.
But are you generally a pretty serious guy?
Yeah, generally pretty serious. I mean, I'll mess around, and when I'm more comfortable with you, I'll mess around a little more. But like you guys, right? And I think it's just I've always tried to be a little more mature. I'm the youngest in my family, so that might have something to do with it. Just growing up around, my brother's friends, my sister's friends, my other brother, just trying to be more mature might have done that, I guess.
How much older are your siblings?
We're all 3 years apart, so the closest one to me is 3 years older.
When did they start calling you dad?
Not long after I got here. No, yeah. I guess I didn't. I wasn't on social media as much as they were. Post one Instagram picture in the last 300 days, so that's a problem for them. But I don't know. It was pretty soon after I got here.
What was the picture?
I don't know. You guys could go look at it. I'm sure it's up there.